So here we have Henry, and this is how we've been getting him to go in the car for car rides. So we just walk right on over. I say, let's go. Give him a little bit of leash pressure, nothing too much. And then I just kind of slide him just like that. Good boy, and lots of praise. And then this is how he sits for the whole car ride. Let's go. Good boy, good job. Yes, good boy, good job. He sees another one of our dogs. Good boy, Henry. He's just excited. So excited. Good boy. Not pulling to go up to her, and his body language is really good. He can't greet her though. She is one of our moms, so we have to keep it separate just to be on the safe side for everything. But as you see, he didn't have any reaction, nothing with his body language made me feel as though he wanted to get up to her aggressively. His tail was wagging, his body was nice and loose, not tense. So when it comes to seeing stranger dogs, he seems to be doing really great with that here. He can't greet. She is a mom, so they can't touch nose to nose. But as you see, he's not being naughty or anything like that. He's not really pulling that hard. Actually, he's nice slack in the leash, to be honest. So his body language to me seems like he has no problem saying hi from a distance.
Good boy, Henry. Good boy.
You're gonna break my leg.
Henry. Come on, Henry. Good boy. Good boy.
So here we have Henry working on his place command. As you can see, we just have an elevated or raised bed for him to step up on. This helps him differentiate between just standing on the flat ground and actually being on something that he has to stay on. So as you see, I created some distance between him and I. He's watching. There's dogs walking around all over the place today. So lots of distractions, and working outside opposed to working inside is already an upper for distraction-wise, as there's so many sights and smells. And he's doing really great. Have some good distance between him and I. As you can see, I'm moving the camera around to give you different angles of him working on this, and just to show you how well he really is doing with it. I've created so much gap and distance between him and I, and he's holding very strong. If he were to break away, I would say, and I would actually get him right back on that bed. Whether I grabbed the leash and kind of just lured him back on there. I don't want it to be that I just start over with the place command, or he's going to think that's how it ends and that he doesn't have to stay on there. But he's doing really good about not breaking away. We started working on this indoor with minimal distraction. This way it was one-on-one, and he could just focus on what the command is actually asking of him. And here we upped the ante by being outside, and he's still doing really great with it. Good job. Yes, good job. Good job. Okay, good boy. It's all right. I give him lots of praise while he's on the corunda bed. I want him to associate this with a positive place, hence why I'm also giving him treats and praise. When a puppy starts working on this, I have them just work for the food reward. But since Henry's not the most food motivated, I'm trying to entice him to snack more and take those treats more often than not. This way it gives me something as a backup other than just praise.
good boy. Good job. Okay. Yes. Good job. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's a good boy. Good job. Good boy. Good boy.
So for the start of the command, I walk over and I'm going to tell him place. He hops right up there. I give him a treat and or praise, telling him good boy, good job, yes, all the positive marker words. Just again to associate the Kuranda bed and this command in general as a positive thing. I then create distance between him and I, hence what this command is all about. We want him to be able to stay on that bed. He could do whatever he would like on there, sit, lay down. He could do backflips. It doesn't matter as long as he stays on the bed until given the universal release word of okay. I'm changing the camera angle again just to show some more distance and how big of a field we're actually working in, just to give you a good perspective on how well he really is picking up on this command. Henry has really great handler focus. You can see him watching me walk around, which is really great. It means that he knows that I'm his handler at this time and that I put him into this command. That being said, just note that whoever puts him into the place command should also be the one who gives him the universal release word of okay. This way he knows that he has to follow through with one person and it doesn't get too confusing. But back to his handler focus, he's doing really great of watching me, even when things are distracting in our environment. Being outside with birds flying around and other things such as sight and smells of the outdoors is very, very distracting. So the fact that he's cueing back into handler focus with me is really great. We have lots of people walking around with other dogs or just people in general walking around. We have kids running around and he still cues back in with me. And that's exactly what we want. We want him to have great handler focus so that he's willing and able to hold this command when he comes home. And we are making sure he works with other people than just myself. So here you can see I'm going to walk up. I'm praising him using positive marker words, telling him good boy, and just petting him all up. This way he knows I'm very happy with how well he's doing. And then I'm going to give him the release word. Henry sometimes struggles with understanding that okay means he can come off, so I'll just gently grab the leash and give a little bit of a tug, and he comes right off. So that is something we are going to continue working on. Next week, we plan to up the ante even more than just going outside like we did this week. We are going to have him in one of our rooms and have somebody knocking on the door, coming inside, and having him hold the place while they do that.
All the way. Place. Yes.
boy. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. Yes, good boy. Good job. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good job. Good job. Good job. Ready? Oh, this way. So now I'm going to put Henry into a sit stay. I did a really quick short one in the beginning just to do a refresher since yesterday. It was the first time we'd worked on it today, but he's been working on this every day this week. So just doing a quick little refresher and also just making sure he's in a good frame for the camera. I wanted you to be able to see how well he's doing with this. He thought he was in a stay, so he was kind of looking at me like, are you trying to trick me? So I did just give him a release word and then kind of move him with the leash, which is perfectly fine. I then get his focus back to me, put him into a sit and a flat open hand saying stay, and then creating distance between him and I. Sit, stay, and place are very similar. The only difference is sit, stay is structured. Place is not nearly as structured. So with the place command, he is able to walk around on the Kuranda bed. He is able to sit, lay down, whatever makes him happy and comfortable. He's also allowed to have a crate safe toy or long-term treat while holding the place command. Down the road when he has that down more pat. But with a sit stay, he has to hold that sit position. So as you see here, he just went to break and I said, and he corrected himself, and I backed up his natural correction with a positive marker word to let him know I appreciated that behavior. Then I'm walking around again, creating distance, walking behind him, and he still doesn't break, which is awesome. Sometimes dogs want to turn around and stare at you. He is just following through. He's working hard like a champ, and I'm going to give him the release word just as I do with the place. So again, the only difference is sit stay is structured. He has to hold that position. If he breaks away, I have to put him back in the same exact spot, in the same exact position, which would have been a sit. And with place, if he breaks away, he just goes back onto the bed, but he's allowed to hold whatever position he'd like. But Henry's doing really great here. He is so fun to work with. You can see him just staring at me like I'm trying to trick him, but he's doing really, really great. He walks super good on a leash. This is the long lead that we give him a lot more freedom and space. So it's a nice long leash. So to end this session, we ended with a really strong sit stay, and then we're going to end with Henry's strongest command, which is a sit, and then lots of praise. This way his last memory of training and this session was a positive and good one, and he'll look forward to training next time. Not greet or anything, but just like show that he is being really friendly from a distance. Easy. Good boy.
Good girls.
Good boy. Yes. No barking, and he looks super calm. He's excited, yes, but he's not pulling. His body language, he seems really confident, and he doesn't seem intense at all in the slightest. Good boy. Good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good boy. Good girl, Zuzu. You did good, too.
Come on, Zuzu.
This way, Henry.
Good job.
Let's go. Good boy.